Hello Lisa. In this video we're going to go over your new website. Now this is your old website here. Let's go ahead and reload it. Some of the problems with your old website, as you and I already discussed, is that the entire website is made up of Flash, which is really not the standard now. Basically due to the fact that many devices, especially tablets and mobile devices, cannot display Flash websites. Aside from that, a lot of times what ends up happening is browsers that don't have the Flash plugin will not display the content of the website appropriately. Also, editing Flash websites is very difficult unless you're a programmer. Because there is no visual editor. For you to edit this website, you really have to know a lot about Flash programming to be able to edit the content and the various functions of the site. So that was the reason you initially decided to give this website a new makeover. And so this is your new website here. This is what I've come up with for you. Let me go ahead and reload this website. Now basically what I've done is I've recreated a website that not only works perfectly on a laptop or desktop, it also will display exactly as you see it now on tablets and mobile devices, including iPhones and iPads. So your website actually will function the same across the board on all devices. Now what I've done, this is the home page, and I have backgrounds that rotate. I've selected some relevant backgrounds that have to do with hunting and wilderness, and I've used those as rotating backgrounds for your website. I've even used some of your pictures, like the dog that you see here. This is from your pictures. So basically this is just to show you that you can choose custom backgrounds, and you can load up several, as basically as many as you want, and the website will rotate through each background. And you could use your own pictures also as backgrounds, which I've done on some of the backgrounds that you see rotating. So I think that that's a really nice modern touch, and that will work on all devices. So this rotating background is going to work exactly the same whether it's a desktop or a tablet or mobile device. So it's a really nice touch. You can see it adds some visual appeal to the website. You have some nice relevant backgrounds that just continue to rotate, and it's very easy for you to add additional backgrounds. So as you take pictures of your dogs, you could actually use those pictures as backgrounds if you like. Also on the home page we have basically three main categories that I felt are the information that people want to see the most on your website. They're going to want to learn more about your Supreme Point Kennels. They're going to want to learn more about the particular breed, the Griffon, and they're going to want to know if there are any upcoming puppies. So basically when you're on the home page, you have these three options, which makes the site super easy to navigate. Your old website really wasn't that easy to navigate. The links were kind of hidden down here, and again, being Flash, a lot of times people might not even see these links, whereas on your new website navigation is super simple. You have the three main categories here, and then on top you have the additional pages, the secondary links up here. So let's go to the About Us page, and I'll just briefly review some of the pages of your website with you. So this is the About Us page, and as you can see, every page has a sidebar where I have your logo. Also, join us on Facebook. We have your a nice graphical link which will link up to your Facebook account. And also what I have is I actually took some of the articles on your old website and created a Lisa's blog section. And so on the sidebar of the pages, you'll actually see some of the thumbnails and titles of a few of the articles I moved over from your old website to the new website. So you can see that the new website is very easy to navigate, and you can see it's much more appealing to the eye because it's, black is not traditionally a great color to have for websites. It's not that easy on the eyes, whereas this type of traditional color scheme is much easier to read. I have some pictures here that I've put into your About Us page. I've shown you some examples of different size and style font you can have on these pages. And one great thing about this new website, Lisa, is that it is super easy for you to update yourself anytime you want. You can log in through a back panel, which I'll create some tutorials for you. You can log in and you can edit the pages of your website as easily as typing up a letter in Word. It's super easy. So now you'll have an easy way to constantly keep your website up to date, add new pictures, add new information. But I've taken your old About Us page and I've moved it over, and I've kind of shown you here how you can insert pictures, you can have different size text, and then again on the side of every page I have your logo, I have a link to your Facebook, and I also have some of the entries in your Lisa's blog. Now if you don't like the name that I'm choosing, Lisa's blog, you can call it whatever you like. You can call it Supreme Point Kennel Blog, you can call it Griffin News and Updates, whatever you want. So basically you see some excerpts of your blog articles here on the sidebar, and then I have a link here. It's actually not a link, it's just a picture of you and your credentials down here, and I have this on every page, which I think is nice to have this sidebar basically be on every single page. Now if we go from About Us to the page where we discuss the breed, you can see how this top area is very easy to navigate, and it stands out. There's no secret on where you go to click on the various areas of your website. And this is the page. You can see that above the content area of each page we have the page title. I think that this is a really nice touch, to display the page title on top of every page. And you can see how every page you can have the content here in the left, and then you have the sidebar on the right, which links to your blog entries, your Facebook account, and you can just see how I've taken some of the content off of your old website and put it on your new website for you in a much more appealing fashion. Now what I've also done is I've set up two different types of picture galleries, and I'd like you to tell me which one you prefer. We'll go over the first one. The first picture gallery is set up basically as a slideshow where we have thumbnails to the various pictures on top, and I like this one personally. If you click on it, you see the larger version here. Here's another really good picture. So you can see how this looks. Here's a really good one as well. So you can see that the picture gallery is set up as a slideshow, really nice. And what I've done is on the gallery I've eliminated the sidebar so that we can make use of as much space as possible to show off the pictures. So this is the first version of the gallery. Here's a real nice picture as well. So this is the first version, and let's go ahead and go to the top and go over the second one. The second gallery I set up, and you can tell me which layout you like better. Now this is the second version, and you have a grid style thumbnail gallery of all of the pictures, so you can actually see all of them here, and you click on one. I like this one right here, so let's click on this one and it will pop out in a really nice modern light box effect, and this will work on all devices. So it's a really nice way of showing off your pictures, very modern looking, and you can tell me which version you like better, if you like this version better or the previous version. And then you simply click X and the picture will go away. So you can just basically scroll through the pictures and view them this way. And also, if you're looking at the pictures, you have the arrows here where you can scroll through the different pictures in the set. And then once you're done, you can simply click on the X and the picture will go away. So you can tell me which one you like better, if you like the first layout better or the second one. It's up to you. Both are very easy for you to update and add pictures to. It's just a matter of which layout you like the best. And this is, I noticed that on your old website you had a lot of articles. You actually had a lot of good content on this website. The unfortunate thing is that the content is all in PDF format, so none of it is really being picked up by the search engines, or a lot of times if people are attempting to read your articles, if they don't have the Adobe Acrobat plugin, they won't be able to. So what I've done is I created a Lisa's blog section of your website, and I've taken just a handful of your articles. You had a lot of articles, so I didn't take all of them, but I took a few of them. And again, the problem with the way you had it set up before is that they're all PDF files, which really isn't too web friendly as far as sharing articles and things like that online. You want to make it easy for people to view the content. So this is how you had it before, was basically Adobe articles. And what I've done is I've taken your articles and I've created a blog section of your website. So I've taken some of your articles. Now this is the blog summary, which shows all of the recent entries. So you see a thumbnail picture and a brief excerpt of this particular post, and if you click read more, you'll read this article. Same thing with this one here. These all lead to articles that I've taken off of your website, your old website. So let's just go ahead and click on, for example, we'll click on this one here. If we click read more, we'll be taken to this article. And so you can see here that we have the article in a much more web-friendly format. Now you can go in and you can add new articles, you can edit the current articles that I've set up. It's up to you to do that. And also, basically, the neat thing is now it's much easier for people to read these articles that you had on your website. And as you read each article, to the right you have links to the other articles in Lisa's blog. And the neat thing about this sidebar area is, as you add articles to your blog, this sidebar area will automatically update to display the new post along with a picture, a thumbnail of the new post, and the title. So this area will automatically update as you add articles to your website. So let's go ahead and click on another one. We'll click on this one. And so you can see that now I've set up a very easy way for you to share your articles and advice on your website in a nice blog format that's much easier for people to read, and also easier for you to maintain through your admin area on your website. Now again, you can change any of these articles. It's very easy to do. You can set up categories. Right now I have everything just uncategorized, which is because I don't know how you want to categorize your articles, but basically this is how categories work. You can put certain articles under puppy care, certain articles under senior dog care, so you get the idea. You can have certain articles under specific categories. Right now it's uncategorized because I'll leave that up to you. You know better than I how you want to organize your articles in your back panel. And also the names of all of these pages you can very easily change yourself as well. So I don't want you to think that you're necessarily stuck with what I named, for example, Lisa's blog or gallery. You can change the name of these galleries. Very, very easy to do. Now there's also a contact form on the website, so if anybody has a question, they can fill out the form, and that will be set up to be emailed directly to you. So you can see that here. People can simply fill out this form, send you a quick question, which is much easier than the previous website was doing it. So now it's an easy way for people to be able to ask a question if they have any. And also, basically you can see that the background of every page is just like the background of the home page. You can see that the backgrounds rotate. And again, I just thought that was a nice touch. Let's go to the puppies page. If we go to the puppies page, you'll see how I set that up. Basically, I've set it up because you didn't have a updated date on when you expect the next litter. So I'll leave that up to you. You can edit this page very easily. There's a contact form for people to put themselves on a reservation list for puppies, and they can click here to download the application form. And I thought this is a nice graphical, way of prompting people to click here. When they click here, the application form, they can download that, print it, fill it out. So that's the puppy page. Now what I'd like to do really quick, Lisa, and I'm just going to briefly go over this in this video, but I'm going to make you several tutorial videos once I move the website over to your domain on how to use the visual editor and the back panel to edit your website. Right now I just briefly want to give you a glimpse of how that works. So let's go to your back. This is your back panel area. This is the area that you come into to add pages to your website, edit pages on your website, add pictures to your picture galleries, things like that. Simply put in your username and your password, which again I'm going to create separate tutorial videos for you going in depth on how this back panel area works. But very briefly, what I've done is I've taken the WordPress content management system back end. I put it on your website, so now you have access to all the pages of your website and all of the blog entries and